Well, good day and welcome to my back step. Yes, I am out on the step. Today, I have to harvest my crop. I got some green onions that grew, not very big. I gotta take them in because they're gonna die. I got some potatoes that have died off on the stalks, so I'm wondering if there's anything left in the bottom. There may or may not be some potatoes in there, but we're going to find out. I've also got some carrots to pull up, and they look like they sprouted up really well. I'll show you all of those. And as well, I also have another thing I'm going to do today. I'm going to reset my trail cam and the figure 4 deadfall to see if I can catch that bugger that's been around the house again. I have not had any luck catching him. But my last figure 4, one of the pieces snapped. Look. It snapped off because I whittled it a little bit too thin and it went snap because of the weight that was on it. So I have to make a new one of these. This is the lever stick. And that's fine. That's easy enough to make. It's just the resetting of it that's the problem. So anyway, let's get into harvesting up my plants, because that's one of my biggest goals for out here today. And it is a nice day out, yes. I do have my cap on because it is a little bit chilly. I don't want to get too cold. I've also got these pans. Oh, you can't even see. I've got these pans here for next year for starting my new garden. These are deeper. They're going to be better for carrots and potatoes and stuff like that. The first thing I am going to start with is my carrots down here. So I'm just going to flip these up so I can sit on them. Bring you guys a bit closer. Pick my phone up out of stuff. Now, I did bring my shovel. I don't need my shovel for this one. I am going to need my shovel for my potatoes, I would imagine. There's lots of weeds grow up in that. I'm going to try to get rid of as much of that as I can. Get on up here on my old gloves. These are older ones, so I'm not worried about the dirt getting in them. These are almost gone anyway. Let's get into these carrots, shall we, and see if I got anything this year. Oh, look at that. I got me some nice fat baby carrots. Look at that. They're getting better. Oh, them ones are not. That's it for that one. Let's get all these weeds and toss them out of the way. I don't need them. These probably would have went better if I had been at them more. But you know what? That's a meal there. A couple of meals there for me, because it's only me gonna eat them. Nicole doesn't like carrot, whether it's bought in the store or homegrown, so. I've got a carrot harvest much better than last year's. Well, I have a little carrot harvest, which is fine by me. So I bring some bags out, so I'm gonna put these in a bag. Or I'll just lay them on. I'm just going to lay them on this for now. They'll be okay there. How good is that? Let's get to the potatoes, shall we now? For this one, I got my shovel. There we go, yeah. So for this one I bring out my shovel because I can put it down on the side and pop them up and maybe get some potatoes out of this. Make sure it's all tightened up. Yep. Put it there for a minute. Now, this one, guys, these are the potato stalks. You can see right here and here. This is all weeds, so the charcoal on the top stopped a lot of the weeds from growing for a very long time. As you can see, it didn't prevent them all. But I'm going to haul out a lot of that now and get rid of it. This should have been an ongoing thing. Now, let's pull these. Oh, look at that one. There's a nice little potatoes. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, there's the seed. Look at that. I'll only get 2 potatoes from them, maybe. No, there's a third. That's just from this side. There might be more down through there, and I'll know when I dump it because I'm going to dump this into one of the black tubs. But that's from that side. I got 3 nice potatoes and 1 little tiny one. There's the rest of the root. There's another little teeny tiny one in there, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's lay those guys aside. Now let's pull up this side. Right off the bat, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? There's another one, look. And another little one. And another little one. That's what I like to see. Even if it is just one meal. Oh, look. Here's another one. Now, granted, this was only 2 pieces of potato that I put in here. There's another one. There. Another one in there. Little one. I think that might be all. Said I'll dump this over now, and I'll dump this into another container and see if there's any more potatoes kicking around. I think that might be all of them. But I'm happy with that for the first time. That came from, now, I took 1 potato and cut it in half and put it down on 2 sides, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potatoes. Decent sized potatoes. 7 of them. From just that 1 single potato. Now these little ones I can probably keep and see they might start seeding out, and I'll be able to grow bigger potatoes from those little ones. Or I can seed these out, cut them in half, seed them out for next year, and have a bigger crop of potatoes. I'm not going to do that though. I am going to eat these ones. And I'm going to have potatoes and carrots with something. But the little ones I might actually... Oh no, come back. There we go. The little ones I might actually seed these guys out. See if they'll seed and grow some more potatoes. I'm super stoked about this. Like I said, I'll go through this more as I'm dumping it. I didn't need my shovel, which was fine. Get rid of these. Leave them in there. That's fantastic, guys. I'm very happy with that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up those green onions that I got out there. And like I said, there's not much to those. Now guys, I did take my gloves off for these because these just grow on the top. As you can see, there's lots of weeds growing in my stuff. My peas grew and died. But these are the green onions. These are the only green onions that came up this year. Pull them out. This one's already starting to die though. Not much to my green onions this year, not like last year. These things went crazy last year, so I'm hoping to get them in a big tub and get a lot of green onion again next year. So now, I did bring out a couple of bags with me. I'm going to put my carrots and potatoes down in a bag. And I'll probably just throw these in on top. I got a nice Buc-ee's bag. Thank you to Jess and Lisa for sending me all of these bags. I really appreciate that. Now I am going to have to wash these potatoes obviously because there's a bit of dirt on them. But that's fine. Don't hurt nothing. And like I got a couple of pounds of potatoes here for sure. Oops, I lost my little ones. I got a couple of pounds of potatoes there, maybe a half a pound of carrots, and some green onion. Not a bad little haul for a little garden that got neglected a lot. My next task now is I'm going to have to weed out these little buckets. It'll only take me a few minutes. They do have to be weeded out though because I can't leave them with all that in them and then plant it again next year, you know. But I also got to check on my peas, which are in this container right here. Now I know they're done and gone right back to seed, which is fine. I'll replant them next year. I knew that was going to happen to them because I only had 2 pods come out and I didn't come out and take them when the pods came out. But this stuff, this gotta go. This is just weeds. This is stuff that I should have been weeding out of this all along. You even got a little tree growing in there, look. This will all go back into the mix. Alright, so first one I'm going to get dumped. I'm going to get the potato one dumped and started to get that set up. I'll put this back on because the wind is picking up big time. Interested to see how this little wind muff that I made is doing, so we'll be out in the wind a little bit and see if it works. Little test for it anyway. The real test will come when I'm up on top of the mountains. Okay, so this battery is draining dead because I was using it earlier, so I may have to go in and change my battery. But I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, like I said, I'm going to get my potato one done up first. Mainly because I want to see if there's any more potatoes in there. Well, I'm going to say no to the... There's no other potatoes. Still got some nice black soil in here for next year. It's good. Come the spring of the year, I might be moving this stuff around because I'm going to get rid of this stuff over here. So I'll be able to put my potatoes this way, up and down, this way. Maybe get another tray out in front. Get something over right here, whether it's carrots or more potatoes. This one needs to be fixed. You see, it's really broken. It's fine, that's another project. And this one is holding up okay, but it is broke. So I'm going to put this one out by the rail. I'm going to add all those little buckets into this. Well, now that will do that for a while. I'm really glad I never found no more potatoes, obviously, but I'm really glad for the ones that I did find. It was a really nice surprise to see that size of potato coming out of that tub. So next year I shall get more. First time I grew potatoes in tubs. I did grow them in a cardboard box once when I was young. They came out really nice. It was really good soil in it. Wasn't like this stuff at all. However, I am pleasantly surprised with what I did get. Now, next on my list of things to do. I have to make a new stick for my deadfall. And I'm looking at what I got here around me. There's a piece right here that I might just be able to use, which might be perfect. Looks good. I gotta check the other pieces and make sure they're okay. I think it's just a lever that broke. So let's see, shall we? Oh yeah, this is okay. It's just this lever stick that broke with the weight of the rocks. So, have to make a new lever stick. I'll do it this way. I'll do it this way. Okay. Let's see how long I need this. Let's cut it right there. Silky saw. Not that it's needed, but it just makes things simpler. Got that cut off. Now let's get the notch put in this. I'm just using my little pocket knife. You guys have probably seen me show this off on some of my lives. This is how it sits. I gotta rebait this. I gotta rebait my stick. Oops, don't lose that. It's okay. Today I bring out a couple of little treats. Maybe it'll entice them in a little bit more. See, I'm putting them in the split of the stick. Let's do this one first. This one's skinnier. Put your skinnier ones in first, that way there's not so much to try and tighten down on your next one. And of course, now it opens. Now it comes undone. Sure. I'm going to make a little slip knot. This is to make them work. You got to make them work at getting this out of here, see? Because if not, he's just going to take the bait. The trap is not going to go off. And you're going to end up with an empty trap with nothing in it. This is the worst part of it here, trying to get this going, because I'm using old rope. And these buggers that I'm after don't really mind the smell of people, so I'm not concerned with leaving scent on this. I'm just concerned with it getting tied on tight enough that they have to work to get it out. Now I got another couple that I'm going to lay in here when I get it done too. So let's get this set up without breaking a finger. Alright, so first thing I'm going to clear away this leaf litter. Now my next thing that I do anyway is I want to rest my rocks just so it's quite the balancing act when you're using several rocks, so keep that in mind. Now, you want to get your figure 4 kind of set before you put it in place. Make an adjustment. Sometimes you gotta make an adjustment to get it to work. That's the thing with these traps. Don't be afraid to adjust them and make them hold, make them work for you. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making this work for you, not you work for it, you know? And that's the set. I can hear it creaking. One of my baits fell out, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to hold. No, look at the bend going on this. Not strong enough. You can see it's starting to bend and crack. This is too small. Fortunately, I have a bigger one. Now I'm going to not make it so long either. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. That's what this is all about. Don't worry about failing, because don't let that stop you. Don't let that deter you. Failure happens to everybody when they're doing this kind of thing. Now let's try this again, shall we? Move these over for now. This and this. And your rocks. Make sure this stuff is not underneath your rocks. Because although I do want a wall built up here, I don't want it to be setting off the trap or impeding the trap from going off. Seems to be holding. I'm just going to sit and wait for a few minutes, see if it holds up. That one looks a bit better though. It looks like it's not moving or anything. It doesn't seem to be flexing or bending. Now I just want to build up my little wall here that I had going before. This is to kind of direct them into the trap instead of climbing down over or around. Hopefully he'll go right in and get splattered. Splattered. That's the word of the day. Splattered. These extra two that I got, I'm just going to lay them in right underneath as little enticements. Now I'll set up my camera, so hopefully I'll catch it on camera. Because it'd be nice to catch it on the trail camera. Yeah. I'm a little dark this way, but this is for my trail camera setup. I'm going to attach it back to this post right here. But I'm going to put a piece of wood up behind it so it angles downward a little bit. And that way I should catch anything that comes in and out of the trap. Hopefully. So like I said, this is a trail camera that I ordered from Temu. And it does take 2 full packs of batteries. It has a lock on it. I'm not going to lock it out here on the step. But it has a lock on it for securing it. And let's get it all wrapped up and set up here now. And like I said, I got a little piece of wood that I'm going to put around the top part of it. But before all of that, I've got to start getting it wrapped. More than sufficient. And And out. And in again. It's not wrapped right, but it should hold up. No, it's not going to. Boogers. In and out, maybe. I never get this right, you know. And there we go. That seems right, but it's not tightening. That'll work for my purposes. Did I just break that? I did just break a piece off of it, though. Done. I just tied it in a knot because the little teeth part broke off on me. So now I need this to be angled like so. Looks about good there. Turn it on. Where it is actually on. Close it up. And let's hope for the best. Well guys, now that that's all done, it's just a waiting game to see if my trap actually catches anything or if it just goes off on its own again, which last time the piece broke and it just all collapsed. I thought I caught something. I was very excited. I came up and it was like, no, it just broke. This time this piece won't break. The two thicker poles are my standing one and my hook, my trigger, is the thinner pole. So it should work out. I'm going to take in my gloves and my drink and stuff now. And I'm going to go relax for the evening. I have my trail cam set and ready to go. Hopefully that catches the little critter coming. My current temperature outside right now is reading 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 10 degrees, 11 degrees Celsius. That's on my thermometer that's out here. This one here. Now it looks like there's a couple of little bubbles in it. Why is there bubbles in my thermometer? I don't know. But hey, it was only a little cheap thermometer. And when I hold it, it shoots right up to 20. So it is working. It's just lazily working. Interested to see what's going to happen to that now over the winter. See how warm I can get it in here when I first comes out, do a temperature check, and then as I light a fire and see what the difference in temperature is when I got my fire going versus when I don't. That's what I'm interested to see. Because that would determine whether or not I could sleep out here in the winter time. With my fire, of course. Yep. Alright guys, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Watch for the end of the video, there may be a little update with the trap. And there may not be. It depends on whether or not I catch anything. The other side of that too, if I do catch something on my trail cam, I can also add it to this, like I did the last time with my little visitor on the step. So, be safe everyone, have fun, practice some little tricks of the trade like that, and you get better at them. I appreciate all of you guys for coming in, and I will catch you all on the next one.